for Bachelor!
Hi, welcome to the Bachelor finals.
Oh my god, it's over.
It's finally freaking over.
Right. We've gone through a whirlwind of a shortened season. A lot of ups, a lot of downs.
A lot of downs. Let's just get this over with. 4 hours? Going first was Latia.
Latia's went pretty alright.
It went alright, but I think in the reaction footage I was feeling like it wasn't. This isn't going well. She was very vague about every question that everybody asked her. She was always vague with Grant.
And she's answering a little vague.
Yeah, a little bit. She's not making eye contact.
We were skeptical during.
Yeah.
After we saw it again, everybody was very positive on Latia, as they should have been. She answered things right, but were missing details that made us feel like she had taken 25% Zoe talking lessons.
I got really nothing more than we'd already gotten from her.
Pretty much we felt that Mom was good with what happened. Dad was coming at her a little strong, but he was satisfied with her answers.
Yeah.
Because there really was not a loser here. And I think before he even met Juliana, he kind of knew that, all right, Latia is at least really great.
Yeah.
They were happy with their meeting with Latia.
Well, and, like, she kind of wants some brownie points with the mom because she mentioned, like, oh, I want our kids to learn from, like, you. It was when she was talking with Robert, the dad, and she was like, yeah, we want to raise our kids, you know, a little bit of our childhoods together and what we don't want to do and what we do want to do. The whole conversation with the parents was mostly talking about, like, kids and family. Maybe towards the second half or the last couple weeks, foundations of family was the most important thing to them, and they kind of made their relationship just around that.
Which is fair,
That's fair.
because family-wise, that's where Latia's focus is.
Yes.
Is to make
But
sure
it's
that
too
happens.
much on just that, it seemed like it got towards the end.
The meeting with Grant's family was very comfortable. And that was how we felt after it. Was we didn't really feel like we saw all that much, but we knew that everybody was happy with how it went, including Latia.
Yep.
And which they reaffirmed their feelings after it happened.
I love you. I feel so...
Cut to, I love you.
I love you. I realized I love you. Okay.
No, she was just reaffirming it.
Yes.
It's not that it was bad. It
It's
was
just the way she said it sounded like, oh my god, a revelation. How long?
Moving on, Juliana also met Grant's family. Jules came into it really nervous, understanding that she had not expressed the ILY to Grant is a tough thing to do when you're meeting their family, because you know that it is the finals and these things definitely need to be said. She's just protecting herself and wanted to say it when she knew that it could be reciprocated.
Do you love my son? Okay, so,
Yeah, I agree with her. So that was the main focus and concern. Are you really ready for this if you're not saying this to my son?
if she doesn't tell you she loves you, I am asking you to walk away from that.
Oh shit. Which was like, eek, but also...
Realistic and understandable.
I remember us reacting, we were like, oh.
Mom did go hard ultimatum on Grant.
She did kind of ultimatum him, and we were like, oh, she put her foot down on that one. And she seems like pretty chill and lighthearted and like go with your heart the whole time. And then like she threw that one right at the end towards him, and he's gonna take that to heart.
I think they've been a good balance of firm and accepting for a family that we see.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have any random family members that just go too hard. Ultimately, it's just they want Grant to be happy, and they could clearly see that he was happy with everybody. Both of his parents say that Juliana comes with this safety that they see. Mm-hmm. There's a happiness that is physically coming there where they know that Juliana is not just serious about this, but also that person that he can come to who will understand what he's going through. Juliana and Grant's relationship is really built around the traumas that they've gone through, and they have a very similar base. They have that past where it's been one person that they've gone back to, tried to get love to work, it hasn't.
So they understand like what not to do with each other.
And that's the thing that's brought them so closely together. We've talked about how Latia and Grant's connection has felt like the strongest.
Yeah.
But in terms of definitely a relatable past, this is the one where these two people have lived a very similar life. It feels like they're coming together at the end as two people, and that's where this competitive final really has come from. It's two people that he's connected to in different ways, but definitely very strongly.
Yeah. The big thing that caught Grant's dad with Juliana was she said, I'm not always happy and bubbly all the time, and I have my bad days. And she asked the dad, she's like, what is he like on the bad days? So that I know how to be there for him.
Grant's dad had said that he knew that Juliana definitely was that safety. He could feel it with her. Mm-hmm. And I felt a little bit more warmth towards Juliana from Robert.
Yeah, he called her like she's gonna protect his heart.
You were already on third base coming home. But whether
I don't think that's what it means, Robert. A little bit more so than Latia. Latia was good. She was good, solid foundation for him, but Juliana's more of the fighting type, and she's gonna protect it.
It was hard with the vagueness, I think, is probably what didn't help.
It was really hard, yeah.
But he was happy for both. They are talking on the bench, and Grant does say first that he does love her.
Being so open and honest with each other, and I've been waiting to tell you that I do love you, and after today...
And Juliana does express to him that she does love him.
You know, I love you too, and I want it to be
okay, well, this is going to be hard now.
I love you too.
In a lot of the interview footage, she is talking about how she wants to get there to say it. The way that she is saying it, we're like, I think she believes it. She just wants to be sure if she's going to tell Grant that she loves him. It was good parent visits for both. We didn't really give an edge when we were there. We felt like it was pretty equal. About the family, we're happy. We didn't talk to Taylor at all. Moving on. We meet Taylor week 1, by the way. We remember this, where the sister walks in.
We did rewind and go back to watch the first episode last night, and we did see that Juliana had a cute little interaction with Taylor.
And we did see that when Taylor was pulling groups of them aside to talk to him, Latia did ask a question, and
yeah,
they did get to know each other a little bit. But they did have cute interactions with Taylor. That makes it a lot better when they don't show them talking to Taylor at all in the family meeting.
She was only allowed a certain amount of time anyway.
Final date, they always do a nice daytime, and then they usually do a nice dinner afterwards. They started with a boat. They are just reflecting on how far they've truly come.
From cannolis to where they are now. And he's like, I was afraid when I said that I loved you that you were going to tell me you liked my shirt. What's with the fuzzy starfish?
Give us some of those memorable moments
dots.
that you guys have created.
It's got like a bowling jersey.
Yeah.
Really
oh, we didn't talk about the damn shirt.
We're going to turn from a star to a supernova. That's what my shirt's telling you.
We shouldn't do this.
Can we even talk about the shirt? It's like, it's symmetrical too. It's just...
The stars?
It's so weird.
It looks like nipple stars. Like Mermaid Man.
And we saw the shirt, and the shirt was on Shein. I have astro nipples. That's my... Okay, that side... Okay.
The shoulder...
Oh, but it's only one!
It's probably from Shein. Lose life, heart nothing.
I don't think they did anything else. It was extremely fast, and we're not used to that, where it was the same commercial amount of time. They show them on the boat talking like, wow, it's amazing how far we've come. Dinner.
They cut a lot of transitioning. Oh, we're there. Oh, we're moving on. Oh, that date just completely didn't happen? All right.
It's like we did this in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It is the end before the very end of the show.
This is the last time they see each other before proposals.
And Grant was pretty serious business with both of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he should be. He was like, with all this going down tomorrow, are you ready for a real future engagement? And
Juliana answers a lot with people like, yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot. And
yeah.
Because in a way, the show is a pageant, and you can kind of see them answering questions in that way.
Yeah.
The reason that this is so hard to remember is we're so far in the end that you got everybody telling each other that they love each other. And it's like, well, where farther do we go from there? You don't really go much farther. It's just like reassurances and then tells that you're trying to look for to be like, all right, who is he all the way in on. And of course, their date was very warm, really feeling connected to each other.
She's like, yeah, I do love you, and I think I have. She was denying it to herself. And she's like, yeah, I finally broke down and admitted, I do love you. And she was too afraid to kind of let herself feel that way. That's like the reassurance that he needed.
But she didn't want to do that because of the Bachelor format.
Yes.
Like, you do not want to tell somebody that you love them just for him to tell it to somebody else. Oops. Really was warm.
Latia's date, they had a little bit more of a eventful date. They went and rode horses again. Looks like he's wearing a curtain. What's with his texture? Where's he getting his shirts? And then it started like downpour raining, and then instead of going under the cover of the trees, they decided, let's go to the open beach where it's pouring and hurricaning. It's not even romantic.
The next shot, it's like
Why
a
are you still
monsoon.
going? Turn around and go somewhere else, you idiots.
They're drenched.
You good?
It's a really good day. Man, I am wet.
They're going towards the storm more. Away from shelter.
There's a fucking water spout in front of them.
She did make a big deal. She's like, this is such a good day. But it was because she was at the beach and she felt like connected to her family. So it was very good for her.
When she's closest to the ocean, she feels the most connected to her dad. They were very cute.
That was
and
cute.
they have connected over horses multiple times. We didn't say it, but they rode horses before they met
Fucking
her
love
family.
Okay.
Fucking horses.
I thought he said, I fucking love horses. I thought he said fucking horses.
Fucking loves horses.
Fucking love horses. Fucking love horses. I thought goddamn horses.
Horses. And Latia's confidence does come through really strongly here because they have had all of these moments that have connected together. And she really does feel confident about where they're headed.
Yeah.
So then they moved into that final date. Sirius Grant asks her if she can handle the possibility that if he's not ready in 2 years
to have kids.
Timeline.
What if in 2 years I come to you and say, Latia, what if I'm not ready yet? What if I want to wait another year? How do you think you would handle that?
I think it would depend on your reasons.
And she's like, well, it depends on the situation. Which is fair. Like, that's a compromise. If it's because you want to like, better yourself before you have kids, like, that's cool.
If you don't think that you're the father that you can be at 2 years, then yes, that's the time where
basically.
I can wait a little bit. If it is something else more immature and not about us building our family together, then you're probably on
like
the street.
Basketball. What happened in a real life scenario? Like, what if I don't want to have kids right away? And
It was the tailor-made question that needed to be seen by us, that you know that they curated, just to figure out if he has any reservations about his timeline, because that is the question now that they have to deal with. Latia was satisfied with that response, and it was good.
wait, so give me the cliff notes.
And Grant came away from the night more torn than ever.
Yeah. I think he was looking for the answer of her being like, yeah, that's not gonna work. He wanted her to be like, no negotiating. But she was just like, yeah, that's fine. And he was like, oh, fuck.
You know, Grant, he's
This is
gone
gonna
through a
be
lot.
rough.
Yeah, we have experienced hard
It's
times.
gonna be tough.
Oh my god.
Finals really are that close
Yeah.
that he just wanted maybe one of them to potentially go south and be like, oh, okay, that'll help me make my decision. Oh no, I am pretty equally torn between both of them. That sucks. Dad comes over to have a chat with his son.
The rest of his family had already left. He was sitting there the day of a proposal before Neil Lane comes in, which happens the day of the proposal. Neil Lane comes in with
Found him
He's getting old.
a little bit.
Wish I could lean on my dad right now, but he's not here. And then like, oh, there he is. He knocks on the door. There he is.
And Dad says, no matter what your decision is, son, we will support it. You have two fantastic women here. Damn it, Dad, can you please pick one for me? It's just a bunch of Grant and Robert crying.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cute because
You good, man? You good? Love you, man.
he's just so happy for him. It's cute. Just to speed it up a little bit, it was pretty much just, oh God, who is he going to choose? So all those steps before you're
Oh.
watching all the B-roll of like them having a good time, like, wow, this is the day I propose. And Grant's like,
Well, no, he was sitting there in his last interview in the camera, and he was sitting there like that, and they're like, "You gotta go."
he's like, Jesse, do you have a coin? And it really did come down to that last second because
Each woman takes a separate ride, and whoever gets dropped off at the proposal site first is the one to get dumped.
they both drive by at the same time, and it's Jesse and Grant standing right there, and they're like, what?
They start off with whoever's getting proposed to, they kind of make their own proposal to the Bachelor. They explain their feelings and how they've grown and how much they're looking forward to spending their life together, and then they get dumped, so... And then you're watching The Bachelor the whole time, and they're just like, uh-huh.
They're doing everything they can because, of course, they know that this is probably the worst day of this person's life. So it is extremely hard, and they have to try and keep a brave face.
To me, it boils down to who's the best fit for me. And
Juliana.
I make my decision.
That sentence makes it Juliana.
Better fit? Come on, he was like all about it.
I think Latia is the right pick, but I think with that sentence, I think it's
Juliana's
Jules.
more hesitant,
But I think he's like, for him,
That's what I'm gonna do.
he wants to experience that life, and he's just going to feel bad if he does that to Latia. Who gets out of the limo first?
Dun, dun. We don't know their shoes.
That's the point.
Oh! Oh, everybody's losing it.
That's rough.
She knows. She's gotta know.
She doesn't, though.
Noticing how impossible it was for her to walk. Oh my god, she can't even breathe. Look how... Oh my god.
That's why she's walking like
She
that.
can't... Oh my god! Girl, get some smaller heels. Come on. She's in a straight jacket and like 10-inch heels.
Which made it harsh that Latia's walkout was very slow.
They do these things where the site is a hike. You have to walk down a boardwalk or a path. You don't even see each other. You have to physically walk through an obstacle to get down there.
There isn't a sight line to the two
No.
people until
You get
they are
nothing.
at least, like, it's 20 feet max.
Yeah.
And he's around a corner. And Latia gets there and then gives her speech to Grant. And it is full of confidence.
Whew.
Grant.
This is
It started.
He has to peck her on the face right as they meet because, you know, he can't make it so obvious that he is sending Latia home.
Oh, he is not hiding it.
Just like
It's too hard.
Yeah.
Of course she loves him, and it's a lot of that confidence in the family that they're going to build together and the great life that they're going to have. Grant's first tip off into that it's not happening and the official breakup.
But I'm not your person.
Were you not picking up on that? I have a stronger connection with somebody else.
And Latia says,
When did it change?
And then he's just like, oh, I hope you don't see me any different. Like,
And I hope you don't view me any differently, and I hope that I...
Well, I
However.
do, for sure. Come on now.
with him and the reaction of him being baffled that she's this shocked at him, he wants her to be more upset, but she is immediately angry.
she was not having it because I guess throughout the season he'd told her that she was the number one and she was the winner and she was it and she was holding him to that.
Whoa.
that day. You know.
Whoa, no. This is all learned when we get back to the studio after we've seen this. So we're like, wow, she's actually handling this really well.
She was that kind of calm where it's like, oh, she's so mad that she's calm. She gonna get sassy now?
I'm truly sorry.
We're gonna see a different side of Latia.
We get many of the tropes that we do not like to see. Grant continues to tell her that he does love her. That doesn't help. Don't do that.
He has love for her. I had loved you, or whatever.
no one ever stops saying that once they get over that threshold. They continue to say the feelings that they've expressed, which is not good. And we hate seeing it because it is just a dagger into the fucking chest. Like, stop.
And to the other bachelorette that's left.
Latia, I love you very much.
But Latia's handling it well. Ends in one of two ways. There is someone doing something deceptive or not acceptable that we are going to find out later. If one person's that mad, then you know that something went down.
Yeah.
Grant has been pushing the envelope during the entire series that Latia is the front runner. And Latia is going to win season 29 of The Bachelor.
I mean, they're human. They're not perfect.
It's a tough thing to go through, is where we're going to give 10% credit to Grant here, that you really cannot prepare for how you are going to handle yourself on this show.
I mean, it also is real life, and that stuff has happened.
So with the one of two things, either we're saying that Latia, without saying that she's loved anybody else to another person, maybe she's jumping the gun on the words that are being said to her, or Grant really did say all these things the whole time off camera.
And he doesn't deny it. That looks even worse. He's just sitting there taking it. He's not even denying it or like, no, that's not what was said, or no, you took it the wrong way. No, he just totally accepted it.
Because, like, you know, with the roast thing, like, we know what he looks like when he knows that he's in the right. He's like, what? Huh? And that's where the third option comes in, where our season-long villain was Grant all along.
Yeah. I mean, we do have that, where the main person is really shitty.
We find out he's not the shittiest we've seen. This is not the worst thing to do, but it is not acceptable to tell one person they're going to win the whole time. So when did it change now comes with a lot more context.
Yeah.
Because he never stopped telling her that she was going to win. Not when she asked him to stop. Not the day before he proposes to somebody else did he stop saying that she was going to win the show.
When I said, oh my gosh, we're getting engaged tomorrow. And you said, I know, I can't wait. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Quote unquote. Unsubstantiated claims is something we see a lot of in any Women Tell All after the final rose. So you always expect that, but you never can take information at face value.
Right.
See, this is what we want from the Women Tell All, what we're about to see.
Yes.
This is a change. He did own up to it, not by saying directly the things that he said, but apologizing for the things he said in the past.
Yes. But he hopes that she doesn't see him any different.
That is a dumb thing to imply.
You told me this whole season that, like, I was gonna make it, and who the fuck are you now?
Even non-toxic relationships that make it through The Bachelor, even then, I don't think you should see them the same when you get dumped at the end. And that's for healthy relationships, not for someone that you've gaslit from week one.
I think that was him trying to be like, oops, I hope you forgive me.
And good on Latia for not, because she still held that anger straight through.
And you know what? Yeah, someone's gonna get hurt. One of the last two people are gonna get hurt, and no one can assume how you're gonna deal with grief. But why was he undermining it? So, like, oh, you got dumped. I'm sorry. Move on.
I mean, we said it.
It's
Week
very
3.
hard to.
Grant sucks. You know what? I followed my heart. I did everything that I was supposed to do as the Bachelor. I was a great Bachelor. Not after this one. It was a new one.
There's always something new happening.
I'm just gonna say this.
Shut up. Oh, never before seen on The Bachelor. This has never happened on The Bachelor. And we're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
And when I mean the end, I mean the very end. This is
Somebody
gonna be
die?
emotional.
With many seasons that we still need to see, it's not that we know that this has never happened, where the Bachelor has waited until the very last second to tell someone. That could be new. I don't think it really did take till the last minute.
No.
When did it change was a very legitimate question that we asked ourselves. So we went back and watched this a second time.
Well, because that was the first thing she said to him after she got dumped was like...
I thought that he had made that decision when he gave her that photograph at the Fantasy Suites the week before. And when him realizing that his villainous behavior was going to come out at the end was the guilt that held on to him continuing to have Latia there all the way to the end. I don't think that his feelings were fake. I just think that he was so heavily weighted with the fact that this was all going to have to be revealed that he just couldn't handle it. He felt it more with Juliana at the end and was like, oh God.
Because all he wanted was Juliana to say that she loved him.
Exactly. And he's said all of these things in the past, so he knows if he sends Latia home, oh, that just comes out.
I think it was that week. I think it was after Latia. He's like, yeah, I said that I loved her, but I regret it because I also love somebody else. Like, he knew he loved Juliana. Oh shit, I just led Latia on way too far and I have no intention of keeping her.
And it gets worse and worse as you go when you see all those steps. Like Latia saying that he's the only person that she's ever told that she loves.
Yeah.
I haven't said it before.
What?
Just someone that I love them.
Wow.
I just know.
Well,
with you.
fuck.
Meeting the family, and it's just this like pile of guilt that you kind of feel. And this is why going back was so important, because you can tell sitting on the couch with the families, there is a warmth to him sitting with Juliana.
Yeah.
And while it's not that he looks like he dislikes Latia or know what he's gonna do, it's just not as warm.
They just seem more natural. They are dating. It just feels like it flows. You're not like, that feels forced. Like, no, it's just, you're watching them interact and talk and hang out and do everything. It's just like you're watching somebody's relationship.
Grant's diabolical. So we have one person left.
Can you guess who it is? And you called the music at the beginning.
I want to say that when she walked out of the limo, she had some very foreshadowing music. It made it a lot easier to edit into the Bachelor Nation clip of their whole journey if you make the music really warm when she gets out of the limo.
That's true.
While we love Jules and we're very happy that these two are pretty happy to be together, there is that little asterisk where you're like, well, Grant's kind of a douche.
We don't trust Grant to hold up his end of the relationship. We know Jules is all in, and she is, I'm protecting what's mine, I'm loyal, I am putting all my work into this. I don't think Grant's gonna hold up his end of the bargain there.
And that's why this is the worst ending. The person that we wanted to get all the way did. What's her reward? Oh, Grant.
That's what I said, they won't make it a couple months. We didn't even talk about the proposal yet.
It's hard to talk about the proposal
It is.
because we are so mad at Grant that you just don't want to because you're like, Jules, oh no.
You deserve so much better.
So what Jackie is talking about is the first thing we do after a proposal every time. We ask, how long is this couple gonna make it after The Bachelor?
They don't do that. We do that.
Exactly.
And we will pause and we will Google it. In this show, we don't know because it's literally the latest season to be released.
So they are still together at the after the final rose doesn't happen anymore because this is just the finale. We've made it into one episode. Thank God. We didn't need to watch more. We'll get into that later. Sometimes they do break up before they make it to that last filming. That was not the case.
How long?
I think they make it through this show. This just premiered. There's no way they already broke up. So we have made our guesses for how long Juliana and Grant are going to make it after that point in the finale. Jackie, how long?
I said 7 months.
I said 1 year. And we both are blaming Grant.
He said he was moving to Boston.
He did say that. That doesn't mean automatic success
that's
because
true.
it is the East Coast and he is familiar with it. It's tough to really think that she's going to support someone that has done all of this to someone as nice and genuine as Latia.
Yeah.
We're not happy, though, because we're not rooting for Grant now. So it's a dark timeline for Juliana. She has now entered into a relationship with a fucking liar. Would you like to talk about the proposal at all?
It was a proposal. That's it.
We're just distracted by how mad we were, but I mean, I do believe that these people do genuinely have love for each other.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's not what's on trial here.
No.
And
Does he ever
a
get tired of
friendship.
hearing
So
himself talk?
those are some of the things, I can go on all day, but those are some of the important things that I would say.
It was very cute, and she just did her squeaking the whole time.
It is potentially the happiest day of her life. I don't blame her for having...
No. It was just cute, because she's like,
And then at least in the after final rose, we did see everybody's parents were there. Oh, don't be her parents.
I mean,
it is.
Oh, no.
when I got back.
A little uncomfortable for one set of parents
Yeah.
who are lovely, nice people who didn't deserve to be drugged through this.
Literally because of the tug of war.
But Jules' family is there, and they were so happy to get the families together to meet, and it was really cute, because we do love these families.
Oh, they were great.
They're all really sweet, they're all genuine people, and we have seen on social media that they have gotten together, and it's super, super, super cute.
Yeah.
And then, Paradise?
Oh my god.
And now let's bring out Zoe! We did watch the second time the announcement that not only is Batch in Paradise coming this summer, gag.
Paradise? I'm sorry?
Officially headed back to the beach for a season of Paradise. Unlike anything you've ever seen to shake things up.
Fuck yeah! Let's go, bitch! We're watching Bachelor Paradise this summer. Woo!
They are also featuring Golden People.
I forgot about that.
By a very special guest. Please give it up for Zoe.
Okay, that's enough. Alright.
Why? Like, why?
Because those are the only people who are still watching The Bachelor.
I'm poop my pants.
This isn't Golden Bachelor. Please join us this summer for Bachelor in Paradise. Oh no.
Get your drinks ready because I'm gonna be fucking drinking.
Is there anything else you would like to talk about with Grant's season of The Bachelor?
No.
This summer on The Bachelor.
Okay, bye! I have a question. Will you accept this rose?
Absolutely.
And they live happy ever
Heavy ass till you're stuck in bed.